Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, we have upgrade kits from DNA Design and Newage, and the Missing Link Optimus Prime gets some shady competition with a new unauthorized knockoff. Today is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024, and this is episode 621 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that will just turn off your power if you want to play the tariff game. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
It's like a light switch. And there it is. It's gone. It's that easy. Let's talk Transformers.
All right, as always, we start off the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to support the show and keep us going. We really appreciate it. And if you would like to become a Donatron, if you're not one already, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that's where you can sign up. You get lots of perks and everything. And before we go on, do want to welcome back a returning Donatreon. So we got our good friend Emmers. We just actually saw her at TFCon Baltimore just last month. Emmers, of course, the longtime partner with Jimmers. Jimmers and Emmers are two of our favorite friends, in the Transformers community. In the Pittsburgh area with me, so I can I could see them more often if I
If you were a
figured
better
out.
friend.
Yeah, if I was a better friend, yeah.
Yeah.
But I did go to the go see Transformers 1 with them, so that was fun hanging
Nice.
out with them to go see Transformers 1. So, but yeah, so it was great to see Emmers coming back as a Donatron. So thank you, Emmers.
Hey.
Thank you for coming back. Really appreciate it. And you and Jimmers are awesome. So hope you guys are still watching and listening to the show, and so you hear this shout out. So thanks, Emmers. All right, so now, like Emmers, you get lots of bonus stuff that includes bonus content, like our bonus show, We Like Big Bots. That's done by Daryl and Dr. Pants. There's 14 episodes on our Patreon page. So Emmers, since you're just returning, maybe you haven't seen those yet, so maybe check those out.
You can go ahead and
from our
start
Patreon
hassling
page.
Daryl for more.
They're all new to you.
Just binge them over the weekend and then beg Daryl and Dr. Pants for more. So, and join the list of people with pitchforks to get those Big Bots shows out.
Just give us a chance, man. Give us a chance to do them.
You've had years to do them, Daryl.
It's not enough. You need more time.
All right, we'll be praying for a miracle if we get some more Big Bots episodes, but you don't have to pray for more episodes of our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. So last week we had the bonus uncut version of episode 130, and this week we have the main version of episode 130, Throw Magnum from the Train, and that is available right now on our free feed at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. So everyone can listen to that, and the full episode is right there. And then next week, you can listen to the bonus version of the next episode. Actually, it's not going to be episode 131. There's actually a special episode coming in 2 weeks. So make sure you listen to that. Actually, I think we won't get a bonus version of this one because it is a special one. I have to check on that. I'll confirm next week, but there's a bonus end of the year podcast for Empire of Rust coming, and not a regular episode. So just stay tuned for that. And of course, we still have copies of our exclusive Skybound Transformers #1 comic. You can get that at our website, transmissionspodcast.com/comic. This has cover art by EJ Sue. This is an exclusive that we commissioned for Transformers 1 from last year from Skybound. So you can pick that up at our website and, enjoy. Lastly, we've got our Toy Hacks code for the month of December. That promo code is Hollibots, HOLIBOTS. So if you are still looking to get some Toy Hack stickers for Christmas or just for yourself, use that code Hollibots for 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. And you can use that as many times as you want throughout the month of December. And, take advantage of that and help out the show if you use that code. So remember that code Hollibots, HOLIBOTS. All right, let's get into the show talking about some toys. We got some quick hits.
All right, the first thing we have is the video that Hasbro did for the Cybertron Con. They have now put it up on their YouTube page, and this is largely Mark Mayer going through scroll here, going through all of the reveals we talked about last week. So we're not going to spend too much time on this. We just wanted to point out, if you go to the Hasbro Pulse YouTube page, you'll see there, and we'll have it linked, the Age of the Primes reveal.
All right. Next up, we are talking about Hot Wheels again, and I think Hot Wheels is really taking advantage of this merger partnership, I guess, with Hasbro and the Transformers line, and they are putting out a solo Optimus Prime vehicle in truck mode. This will be on a single card, so you don't have to look for the full Optimus Prime with the trailer anymore. It has gray smokestacks as opposed to silver, and it's going to be available a little bit more widely, I hope, because those I've never in my entire life of searching seen one of those the Optimus trucks with the trailer, and I look at a lot of toy stores. So hopefully I can find one of these. Although I have to say I've never seen one of the Bumblebees in person either. I got one of those picked up for me by DJ Ronan. So
I've never seen any of the Transformer ones.
Yeah, they're pretty scarce. So I think there's a lot of the scalpers out there are hitting them, thinking that they'll be able to flip them, and they're probably right. Anyway, this is going to be hitting the shelves out there, so be on the lookout, and hopefully you can snag yourself one.
All right, next up, Takara Tomy designer Hiyashi Yuki posted on Twitter sketches of Big Convoy from Beast Wars Neo, and I think this was an original sketch from back in the day. And this says it was the first rough sketch after or before it was decided that the Beast mode would be a mammoth. So the original name also apparently was going to be Battle Convoy. So I think this is really cool. You can see like there's like a coffee stain or something on there. I don't know. I love seeing things like this. They're just kind of the rough sketches when they're just trying to kind of picture what the character is going to look like.
Cool. Okay, we've got from New Age Toys an upgrade kit for the Bumblebee movie concept art leader Megatron. So this is the upgrade kit is called P1 Lament, and it includes a new head, a wider fusion cannon with lights, and a back cannon to make him look even more like G1 Megatron. So this is cool because I did pick up the concept art Megatron, and the one thing I didn't like about this figure was the head. So I might be looking into getting this upgrade kit with the cleaner head design, and also the bigger fusion cannon design looks cool with a light up fusion cannon. That looks cool. So hopefully I can take a look at this and see. I hope this isn't too much. I mean, it's not a whole lot of pieces for this upgrade kit, so hopefully shouldn't be too expensive. But yeah, it looks good. Looks it's a nice improvement for on this concept art Megatron. So cool.
All right, we are talking about. I guess this is Aldley. Never heard of this company before, but they're doing a small little transformers. This is a much more in scale with each other. So this is the Action Elite Wave 1, and we got in-hand images of that. And there's a bunch of different characters in this first wave. So you've got Optimus, RC, Soundwave, Starscream, Jazz. You've got Cliff Jumper and looks like Kickback as well in here, along with a bunch of accessories. They are different scales, so showing that what is it? I guess some of them stand 13 centimeters, which for you Americans is just over 5 inches tall. They go down to 11 centimeters, which is just under 4.5 inches, and then 5.5 centimeters for the little guys, and that's quite small. That's almost that's I guess that's just over 2 inches tall. So they're pretty small for some of these guys, but they look like they're like the Super 7 type things. A bunch of articulation, but doesn't transform. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit more on the articulation level, but similar style to the like the plastic type that the Super 7 is in, then this might be something you want to look into. I don't have any pricing information on them yet, but keep on the lookout for these if you're interested in something like this. The detail work on them is fantastic.
Yeah, I think if you knew like the Heroes of Cybertron from like the early 2000s, it's got the same kind of look as those, but obviously posable and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, animation accuracy is awesome on these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these look really good.
Yeah, they come with a bunch of different hands and weapons and all the kinds of stuff that you'd hope for in a high action or high detailed action figure. So if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, then this might be. It reminds me a lot of the Red Line that was at Walmart exclusive, only better, much better.
Yeah. All right, I got another couple upgrade kits here. DNA Design has Studio Series Transformers 1, Optimus Prime, and Megatron upgrade kits. Looks like it's DK62. So it looks like it has for both figures upgrades, and we have here like this is the Optimus original and upgrade. Yeah, you can see here it has multiple heads for both. Hands, I think those are only for Optimus. You got fusion cannon, some guns. So here's the Megatron, makes him a little bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, these are pretty good. You get the guns that are like accurate to the movie. These upgrade kits look really good. It looks like the upgrade gun, like one of the turrets for Megatron has like that 3-sided gun that I think was in like the War for Cybertron game. Some was similar to that, and you get one of those.
That was the version of the cannon that he got when he took the cog from the cog for Megatronus from Sentinel Prime.
Yeah.
So he got that super upgrade fusion cannon.
Looks like you can do the headless mode from when they first transform. There's a little stand to hold the weapons in the hands. So this looks like a pretty good kit all in all. They do great stuff. So, check that out if you got the Studio Series figures and you want them to look a little bit better. And it's nice that you can get them both with one kit. So it's not too much So it made sense that they combined it. So let me get the picture of everything we get here. So looks really good.
That's cool.
Okay, next we've got a Instagram post from the Hasbro designer Mark Mayer. Again, this is to the Age of the Primes for Prima Prime. So this is the leader of the original 13 Primes with an extra Prime thrown in. He should just be Prima. Doesn't need to be Prima Prime, but they keep throwing that extra Prime in. But Mark is showing off all the cool design features for the original Prime. He's got the Star Saber sword with the matrix in the hilt of the sword. He turns into a lunar vehicle that can actually it can turn into a hovercraft as well. That's cool. That's a cool feature. I didn't know when they first revealed it, they didn't show that off, but that's cool that it's like kind of like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It's got its wheels can rotate and turn into that hovercraft, so that's cool. And then the Star Saber sword can be mounted either on the back or on the front as a battering ram, and it is a cool looking figure. So I know last week I said I was only in for Solus Prime. I might be looking at this one, Prima Prime, or I'm just going to call it Prime. I'm not going to call it Prima Primes, just Prima. And then Mark also mentions in his write up on Instagram that that Red Alert is the descendant of Prima, so he is the chosen, I guess, the chosen warrior selected by Prima for this Age of the Primes line, which I believe they talked about how each Prime is going to have their own descendant. So Red Alert is the descendant for Prima. I guess Megatronus is probably going to have Megatron for his descendant. That would make all the sense in the world. And Optimus Prime, is Optimus Prime going to be or maybe they'll have another Rodimus Prime for
Star Optimus Prime is probably the Optimus.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the same guy, right? Are you your own descendant? I don't know if that's
it might be Rodimus.
Well, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, so I guess that'll be something we can look forward to, is figuring out who the descendants are for each of these characters here. But yeah, so that's just cool having a little bit more details about Prima and showing off the figure. I like Mark does these posts for all the figures as they come out, so it's cool to see these just getting more information. So, and Prima can put the matrix in his chest in addition to having it in the Star Saber hilt, so that's a cool feature there. So yeah. So I think that is all the quick hits. So let's move on to a segment we haven't done in a while, but we're gonna change it up with a little bit of KO Corner.
Didn't we have an intro for this? I thought we had an intro for this.
We did back when I had a soundboard connected to everything. If you promise to do this more frequently, I'll work on getting it in StreamYard.
Here, Daryl. Here you go. Ding, ding, ding. There's your KO Corner.
Thanks. Well, yeah, it's been a long time since we did this, but thanks to the guys in the chat who like are in the Discord. So if you're not part of our Discord, you can join our Discord for free. You don't have to be a Donatreon or Patreon or whatever you want to call yourselves. And it's really it's a really chill place to hang out and chat, and really a fun space. But thanks to Dice in the chat of the Discord, who pointed out that over on Show Zed store, you can pre-order right now what they're calling a fourth party Optimus Prime toy, which is a definite knockoff of the Missing Link Optimus that came out. I guess it would have been early this year. So yeah, it's you can go through the pictures there. Yeah, for sure. So this is that Optimus that's fully, like, I wouldn't say fully articulated, but way more articulated than the original G1 Optimus Prime. And yeah, it looks really good. If you go through the it's if you go through the listing, it is they mentioned that it's got alloyed parts with detailed print or detailed painting. The box is, as Jeremy's showing on the screen right now, it's really, really like knockoff a box. They're calling him Optimus Warrior. They're saying he's transforming robots are fun or something like that. So
Are
it's
very good toys.
they're very good toys. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right.
And it's a
So
transforming mech.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
You know
Um,
it's quality when they're using like a Times New Roman type font on the.
so as of right now, you can pre-order this thing on ShowZ store for $1. That is the deposit that they ask for. There is no price for what it's going to end up being, but most of this stuff doesn't get too crazy. So, and you can always get out of it at the end. So, like if you think, okay, well that that ended up being more than I thought, you can definitely drop it at the end. So, if you thought you wanted to get Missing Link Optimus, but the official price was way too high, well, here's an option for you.
If you look, like there's this fourth party Dino King. Like this is a knockoff of a third party figure.
Mhm.
It's only $41, $42.
Yeah, so this would be Dino from the live action movie. I can't remember which
Oh,
one he was in, like Dark of the Moon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. So I would not expect the price to be crazy for the
No.
Optimus.
Yeah. So yeah, it's something that is. I mean, I bought my MP44, which is right there. He's a fourth party, right? And I think he ended up being like $60 or something like that. And so that's MP44, no trailer, still has a sound box in it, so it still has the voice box. It's in both languages, so I don't know if the official one does both languages, but mine does. And it's great. It's perfect. It's all I really wanted. I have enough trailers. I don't need I don't need more plastic boxes. So yeah, it's cool. But this one comes with a trailer. So if you're interested in it, it does come with the trailer. So yeah,
And
take a look at that if you're
this
interested.
is shows these stores reputable.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've bought from them for like years. I've bought from them. They give you points. This is sounding like an ad for Show Z store, Show Z store, whatever. But yeah, they give you points when you're buying from them, so you can then redeem those points for stuff. Yeah, it's like cash with them. So yeah, yeah, I highly recommend Show Z store.
Any twinges of guilt for supporting a knockoff compared to the original figure?
Absolutely not. Do they have guilt for charging me a nostalgia tax? No,
Nope.
I have no problem.
All right. Well, that was that's a interesting knockoff. I wonder what the final price of the knockoff will be, but maybe we'll when that gets revealed, we'll mention that. We'll have another KO Corner segment and talk
Yeah,
about it.
keep an eye on this area just to see what else comes out of it.
Mhm. All right. Well, that's all our toy discussion for this week. So let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
Okay, Trips to the Store is powered by our friends at TeePublic. So you can get all our Transmissions podcast merchandise from our TeePublic store at transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. We got lots of shirts. Jeremy was showing off his Transmissions mug, which is cool. It's got a rub sign there. I've got my
Does not work.
bad guy. Oh, it's not you don't
No.
put hot coffee in it and the Autobot symbols revealed.
Sadly,
No?
no. That
Okay.
would be cool, but no.
Um, yeah, so please note rub sign does not actually work. Okay. Um, I've got my bad guy shirt on, so this was designed by Daryl, and with that's not a transmission shirt, Daryl.
Hey, they went to space in one of the movies.
They went to space in a lot of the movies, a lot of the Transformers movies.
I mean, they were with NASA in one of them, so.
But yeah, so
Buzz
we've got
Aldrin
lots
was
of
in one. He met Optimus, man. It was beautiful.
yes, yeah.
I cried. I cried because it was so bad.
It's one of the better ones, actually. But anyway, we're not here to complain about the live action movies. We're here to sell our Transmissions merchandise. So go to transmissionspodcast.com/tpublic. Of course, if you want any other TeePublic stuff, you can still go through our website. That still helps out the show. And please, support Transmissions by going through our TeePublic store rather than just going to tpublic.com. So transmissionspodcast.com/tpublic.
And I think we might have a new design coming up soon.
Yes.
Ooh.
So
I just need to upload it and pull the trigger.
Maybe we'll talk about that next week if it's
we'll
ready.
time it for the show going up next week.
All right. Okay, let's talk about the stuff we got this week. I'll go first. First, this is not new, but I did get the batteries for my Agent Knight. So
I'm not hearing anything.
oh.
Nope.
Get some new batteries.
The lights
You
work.
don't hear it?
No.
Nope.
You don't hear it at all?
Nope. Maybe put it closer to your penis.
Do I need to hold mine to the microphone to make the sounds? We can fix this in the edit.
Where? How are you? I don't know. It works though. Look, the lights. Work. Look, that's bright
I think
LEDs.
I heard something.
There.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't hear nothing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
What?
All right. Sorry, everyone. But just get the toy yourself, and you'll hear it. Also, I went to this week. My daughter had a cheer competition in Akron, Ohio. So I actually went there earlier today. It's
Got
about
so close
a 2-hour.
to me. You didn't even tell me.
Akron is close to you?
We're separated by a lake, but
A big lake.
swam over. It's pretty big.
Okay, it's a 2-hour drive from Pittsburgh, but so we went up there this morning, came back this afternoon, and she did a cheer competition. And I just happened to notice that across the street from the convention center where she did her competition was a comic book store. And I had not gotten to my local comic book store this week yet. So I decided to go see what they had and picked up some comics. I decided to pick up the Jorge Corona cover of Transformers number 15 because I knew my store would be getting me the regular Daniel Warren Johnson cover. So this is the Trailbreaker with his force field cover by Jorge Corona. It's a cool image. I like that, so I picked it up. Also, they had some Jason Howard covers from Transformers number 13. So here is Cup from Jason Howard and Genvo. So the brand new Decepticon Seeker character, Genvo. I decided to pick him up because I thought that was a brand new character, and this was also designed by Jason Howard for those 2 issues that he drew. So thought that was cool.
First appearance, Daryl.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You like
that
it?
is. That's Yeah.
Somebody knows my kink.
But that's all I got. Yeah. So, Jeremy, what do you got?
I got nothing new again. It's been incredibly busy, but I did notice, like my mess of shelves behind me are because I get them looking good. My kid comes down and takes the toys off and plays with them and just kind of like leaves them. And I feel like I can't get mad at him because he's actually playing with toys, and he knows the expensive ones that he's not supposed to touch. But if he's getting just a regular retail figure and playing with it, like whatever, have fun. But he never puts them back in any sort of semblance of order. But I noticed on one of the shelves a box I'd forgotten. I was like, "Is there something actually in this box?" And it's a Power of the Primes or Prime Wars Trilogy Punch Counter Punch, and I had never opened it, and I still have never opened it. So this is probably gonna make Dr. Pants even more upset, but that's the joy I have in life is doing this to him. But I forgot I got this, and yeah, it'll probably stay unopened for a while because I don't know, I don't have a lot of space, and it's easier to slide this in where it was. So, and speaking of,
Special guest star.
yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, that's all I got.
All right, Daryl.
All right.
Is Kyle lurking in the background there?
Heck no. He went to bed hours ago. So I got a comic. This is the issue 15, Transformers, Daniel Warren Johnson cover. Pretty kick-ass. Yeah, so I got that one. And I did get a toy because my store bought a big collection. And in that collection was a Fans Hobby Athena.
Oh.
So I'm like, holy shit, third-party toy in a collection coming into the store. So yeah, I will be taking that. Thank you. So yeah, this is a cool toy. I have its mold mate in the Night Beat or Night, whatever the hell they call them. I can't remember, but it's Night Beat. But I thought, you know what? I didn't get the Athena because I already had it in the Night Beat. So now I have both of them there. So have my eye on another one that they brought in there. So yeah, maybe I'll have another Fans Hobby vehicle in the near future. This one looks good. I really like it. I really like the subtle changes they made for the female body style. But yeah, I mean, it's exactly the same car, so I'm not too worried about transforming it into vehicle mode. But yeah, I really like the way that it looks in robot mode. I don't have a lot of this this character, so yeah. Cool. That's what I got.
All right. Okay, well, that'll do it for this episode of Trips to the Store. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
Okay, and we'll finish up the show with some convention news.
All right, we have in convention news TIFFCon LA announcement. We have Aaron Archer is going to be attending. He's a longtime Transformers designer. Now he's on his own, but he worked on Transformers in like late 90s, mid 2000s, or through the mid 2000s.
It should just be assumed that Aaron Archer is going to be at every TFCon at this point.
It maybe, yeah. I mean, so he did a lot of stuff. I don't know if they're gonna do any more of those like little breakout sessions with him, but that was really cool. Kind of basically him teaching you designing a line from start to finish. But he always has interesting panels. So if you're gonna be at TIFFCon LA, check it out. And I mean, he's also a good artist and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if he's taking commissions. I don't know if he is, but he's a pretty good artist as well. Over in TFCon or TF Nation over in the UK, they've announced the next single day mini con that they've been doing March 22nd at the Pendulum Hotel in Manchester. It's going to be ticket sales are going to be open on January 4th at 12 p.m. GMT. And then they've also said that the main TF Nation is going to be August 8th through 10th at the Hilton Birmingham Metropole. And tickets are opening February 1st at 12 p.m. GMT. So check those out. And then finally, in my neck of the woods, DairyCon is 25th anniversary show is going to be April 11th and 12th at the Rec Center at Fond du Lac County Fairgrounds in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Pre-registration is open. It's like $10 to go to the show. It's just basically a big dealer room, but it's a lot of fun. They make their own cow themed exclusives. It's utterly the most fun you'll have at a convention.
Move over, BotCon and TFCon.
Yeah. So anyway, check that out if you're in the Midwest, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. As always, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons at the end of every episode. They are the ones who contribute the highest level on Patreon. So that's why they get a mention in every episode, because they are just so awesome. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. We really appreciate your support. And thank you for continuing to stick with us. And everyone else, thank you for watching and listening and sticking with us through every episode. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to check back later in the week for Transmissions Alt Mode, where we're reviewing G.I. Joe #2. Sorry, Daryl. It's a G.I. Joe week.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be in Alt Mode on Friday. So look forward to that. And let us know what you think of the Energon Universe comics, and we'll discuss that in Alt Mode. So we'll see you there. And thanks everyone for watching and listening to this episode of Transmissions. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool Transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.